Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello, all.
So today we got a nice surprise in the morning. We got some financial figures for Avengers Endgame, and it was the foreign markets added stuff in. Happens on Monday mornings, and it's better than I anticipated, which might be hopeful for the future. All right, so let's get the box office going. All right, so as it stands right now, and I'm going to screen share this so that way everyone can see it, because people like me saying the numbers, I guess, so in the show. All right, so here we go. Instead of it being like...
Look at that petty number.
Instead of it being like 2,534,000,000 or something, now it's 2,000,000,006. But not just 2,000,006,000, 2,614,000,000. So we should have had this about a week ago, right?
Yes.
So we're kind of a week behind. So here's the thing. If we can generate like 40, 50 million this week, counting just domestically, and then foreign numbers add to that, we'll be at 27, right? 2,000,000,007. Then it's a matter of, can Avengers Endgame stay at least in the top 5? Even if it's not number 1, we know Godzilla's going to be number 1, right? It's got to stay in the top 5 for weeks because, like,
bring it back, folks.
Guys, just we got to keep it in the top 5. We got to keep it there. Just like Titanic was number 1 for like 7 months. A couple months. I'm not saying that, but we need to keep it there because that's the only way we're going to beat the Avatar worldwide. Now here we go. Avatar, 2,788,000,000.
Oh, come on, folks.
It's God. All we have to do is reach 2.7, and then it's like let's just coast in there. Let's coast in there. So
come on.
Please, let's bring it to over 27. Come on, man.
Those blue dudes.
Dude, we're so effing close. We're so close, man. You know what would suck if it gets right underneath it and it doesn't do it? People are going to have an anxiety attack, a horror attack, like Game of Thrones' horror attack. I mean, like the anticipation of Game of Thrones. Now it's like, this shit, come on, Avengers. Come on, man. We're almost there.
If you look at it, Titanic is pretty much sandwiched in between both the...
Well, Titanic got wrecked. Titanic got wrecked by hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. But come on, man. Now, the only other record that people say it's definitely not going to beat, okay, they're saying flat out not going to beat, let's go back, I think, is the domestic number 1, Force Awakens, is 936, right? Now it's 770. You know what? I can understand that because it's only making a couple million a day. But if this sucker stays in there for a couple of months, it's wrecking that. It's wrecking that too. It's wrecking that too. And you know what? I'm the type of person, I want to see it wreck everything. Okay? Because, you're almost there. Let's do it already. Let's get it. Yeah. Got 2,000,000,007 before Friday.
Just one. It's like almost like 1.5 or 1.25 more steps, and you're
so there. Just everybody in the foreign market go see Endgame. Everybody go see Endgame again. It was so close, dude. It's like, look what they did with Black Panther. Remember how I said keep it in the theaters, and they did. They kept it in the theaters. They wouldn't let it go because they wanted to clear that thing. And I'm like, how important that was to make that milestone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it made like, right? Didn't it like, it had to make like I think it was 700 million, right? I'm like, come on, right? So like, that's what we got to do, man. It's get her done, man. I mean, again, I want to look at this quickly again, domestic. Like Black Panther, like it made that 700 million. That was so important. That was such a milestone. So, let's get it done, people. Let's, go see this movie. I mean, I'm not saying it has to be number 1. It doesn't even have to be number 2, but it has to stay in the top 5. It has to stay in the top 5 past Godzilla weekend. All right? If this could happen, Scott, the date I predicted it to be Avatar probably will happen, June 14th. All right? But it's got to stay in the top 5. Has to. Or else, if it drops, I'm sorry, it's over. It's got to stay in the top 5. So Well, let's look at the release date to see what the threats are because all right, so this week, here's the thing. I think that Aladdin is probably going to tank. I could be wrong, right?
It looks like a number 2 movie, and
So,
not in the matter of.
Yeah, so we're gonna have Aladdin is probably going to be number 1, even though it sucks.
Or at least
a weekend.
It's going to be a week.
Weekends.
Yeah, a weekend. Thank you. That's what.
Right. Brightburn's going to be number 2, right? John Wick is going to be number 3, and Avengers is going to be number 4. That's
Wick
my
is
prediction.
going to mean I think it's going to stay at number 1, but like you said, it's going to drop to number 2.
Yeah, John Wick will drop,
and then Aladdin's going to drop to 3. Brightburn's going to dive to 2, and
the key is going to be Godzilla.
It's going to basically drop from there.
See, Godzilla, when that comes out, everything all because it's not just Godzilla, it's Ma and it's Rocket Man. Yeah. So that Rocket Man will then take the number 1 spot. That I'm still uncertain about whether it's going to be. Rocket Man's not going to be number 1.
It's going to do the same thing as
Godzilla's going to be number 1.
Be there for a week or a weekend, and then
Godzilla's going to be number 1. There's no way. Godzilla, they predicted it to do 50, 60 million. Rocket Man did not predict it to do 50, 60 million.
Well, look how good Bohemian Rhapsody did.
No, I know. And then X-Men coming out, which even though people are saying it's not that good, X-Men may knock Avengers out of the top 5.
I don't see.
Well, it's going to be already.
I don't see. Yeah, I don't see X-Men doing that. I'm sorry, but
I mean, think about it. You think Avengers Endgame is going to be in top 5 forever, though? I mean, as much as I want it to be,
it's going to be there for another 3 or 4 months at least.
Really? In top 5? No way. Couple weeks, dude. No way. As much as I want it to be, it's not. No way, dude. Because even look at John Wick. John Wick made like in the 20 millions. And that was like a number 1 thing. And Avengers is dropping. All right, I hope you're right, dude. Because then if that's the case, it would be 3 billion.
Some more weeks, I see it.
All right. Let's see if there's any news.
Because you forget, there's people out there that are not that big into certain movies, so they're going to go see the opposite movie just to.
Yeah. Okay.
And they've been burned before by X-Men. A lot of them feel and. Right. I think that last, I hate saying, I think that last Fantastic Four movie is going to, even though they're separate entities, I think that last Fantastic Four movie is going to affect X-Men as well in some small way.
Okay, so now what did I want to
give them a bad taste, and people see it the first time around, and it's like, okay.
I forgot what I was going to. Oh, yeah, I remember now. All right, so here's the thing, Scott. Would you buy the Walking Dead comic knowing that Rick Grimes dies in it, or no?
Probably.
Because that's going to be probably the next issue. They've been talking about it. We know in the last issue, Rick Grimes got shot in the chest, right in the heart almost. So it's kind of impossible, or right around the heart, which is kind of impossible for him to live.
Mm-hmm.
So, and people were predicting that once that happens, the Walking Dead comic's going to end very soon. Like, they're not going to keep it going for years if Rick was dead, I don't think. So, they said the cover's going to be pure white, I think, which I hate that. Dang. I hate when it's black or white, just nothingness. That's like cheap. If you're going to do a death of Rick Grimes, you put his shit on the cover or something, whatever, something to do with him. Not like, I hate those covers. Like, that's just laziness. But I'm probably going to get it because I want to see what happens. And will that affect the TV show? Well, Rick Grimes has been gone from the TV show, but
yeah, he's been gone for a while. So
I am getting discouraged with the show, though. You kill off everybody. I'm not watching these newbies. These newbies are not enough for me to invest. Not doing it.
They're the C or B team.
Right, the C team. Like, Father Gabriel, he dies. If he dies, Rosita dies. Like, Michonne's gone. There's nobody that no. I mean, you're gonna keep Carol and Daryl forever.
Characters would be one of those NPC characters. Just
and honestly, I think
secondhand characters.
I honestly think that Daryl's done next season. I'm sorry. I think it's a lie. I think they're killing him off next season in the end. I think that they want to. I think what it really is about is financial. They don't give a shit. It's all about the money, and they're like, oh, these guys are too expensive for these guys. And they don't care about storytelling. They don't care about anything. It's like, oh, yeah, we got to let him go. Just like, Iron Man. Like, it's like, you could have had Robert Downey Jr. for good. Like, even he was upset that you wanted to kill him off. I mean, that's bullshit. So, it's all about this. People greedy fucks, I think. Don't be fooled by all this bullshit of, oh, we're bringing a character to his close. When you hear all that stuff and all these friggin' sites, it's all bullshit. Because at the end of the day, they want to make their $3 billion, but they're such a bunch of assholes because they're like, oh, I got to pay Robert Downey Jr. 75 or 100 million. You're so fucking cheap that you don't even fucking realize that if he does another movie, it's another $3 billion. But no, you got to be assholes. And this is my honest opinion. I don't believe any of this shit out there. We've seen so many clips, so many stories. To me, when we hear all this shit about, oh, they had to bring Tony Stark's thing to a close, it was always headed, that's all bullshit.
No,
all bullshit. It's about a rich company that are cheap ass when it comes to paying the people to be in their movies because they want more profitability than they fucking need. And they even tried to screw the Avengers out of pay that time. That Robert Downey Jr. had to step in. This is what I heard to get them good raises because Chris Hemsworth got paid more for fucking, Snow White, fucking whatever thing he did than fucking ever he got paid for Thor, which is fucking pathetic from Disney. So, again, you know what? I think the MCU, there's no fucking reason that Iron Man should be dead, and I think that you want to do a fucking female movie. All right, and you want to do poses without the Black Widow? All right, how about all the fucking women banding together on a fucking rescue mission for the Black Widow? Like, just go down there and fucking say, fuck that. We saved the fucking universe. We want her back. Fuck you, Red Skull. And I honestly think, that's what you need to do. Avengers protect their own. That's the whole thing. It's like, in the comics, the Avengers, Doctor Strange, everybody, when the Mephisto deal was done, with Spider-Man, they said, oh, it's all right. We understand this is happening, right? But, and the whole universe changed just for Spider-Man. So, you would save your own. It's like Kirk going for Spock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't leave the Black Widow in a fucking pit, dead. That's bullshit.
Like I said, that credit scene, it's going to prove that somebody switched things around, did something, and she's back alive in modern day.
Yeah, let's fix up the points of Avengers Endgame that's fucking stupid. Let's fix up. I mean, the movie's excellent, but there's certain stupidity shit in it that makes no sense. So let's fucking fix that shit up. Let's bring the Black Widow back. Iron Man is inside the fucking computer. They're going to give him a new body, like in the comics or some shit. Or even in the comics, it wasn't him, but his body was healing, and then he was in there. Whatever the fucking reason is, because, again, how do you really want to have X-Men versus Avengers with all these fucking newbies? Not really.
No.
Do I want to see a brand new fucking X-Men team? New actors that we even got on board with.
Well, since they opened the case of a multiverse, all right? Since they're opening the case of a multiverse, I could see them, if they didn't want to use Downey Jr., they might bring somebody else in to be
Iron Man? No.
Yeah.
Never happened. Never. Nobody.
See a multiverse version of.
Do you realize, do you realize there'll be death threats if somebody tries to play Iron Man right now? No way. Too soon. No way.
That's why they're going to wait. That's why they're going to wait and do A versus X, and then by the time Endgame has run its course and They're going to bring somebody new. Because, granted, Downey Jr. is a made Iron Man. But in the end, anybody could play it. It's the actor that makes the character.
Right. We'll see what happens. I'm sure that eventually we'll have another argument.
Just like they'll do something to change around that Captain America is actually back alive. They'll probably do a multiverse type of thing of him.
Captain America never died. He's old.
Yeah.
So
they'll do something where it rolls back, where his age gets rolled back.
We'll see. I don't know. What else do we have to talk about? I think it's pretty early in the morning. I know we're doing this. We're not usually doing this stuff this early, but there was news. So it looks like there's going to be another Mamma Mia, which I didn't even see the other two, but I guess if people are interested.
The first one. Forget if somebody rented it and we watched it, or we watched it on one of the cable networks. But
right. What else do we have? I think that's going to be it for now, because again, it's early. The news has got to hit. Hopefully, I'm glad Arnold Schwarzenegger's okay.
Yeah.
I saw the new video where he was completely okay.
Yeah.
And it's like, there was a new video that popped up yesterday, I think. And it was like, he thought somebody pushed him. Like, he didn't even say anything. I wish he would have called him a girly man or something. That would have been great. But, I'm glad he's okay. All right.
You're a moron. I mean, come
Nothing
on.
applies to him. It's like,
oh, jeez, man, I gotta.
He's not prosecuting though. He's not pressing charges. He's not pressing charges though.
I know.
He's like,
Could you at least wait till I was laying down so you could have did that little massage thing on my back?
You know what he should have did? The guy wanted a Lamborghini, right? So he should have bought him like a Hot Wheels Lamborghini car and sent it to him.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Micro machine.
Loser. How does it feel now that guy is going to be known as the biggest loser forever? Even if he was drunk, even whatever, like people just get like loser. Like, even if he's not in prison, like loser.
Oh,
like,
don't
idiot.
He's going
right.
That whole Lamborghini thing's going to come back to bite him in his ass.
Please.
Watch people.
He'll never have a Lamborghini.
Little Lamborghini type of Hot Wheels and micro machines.
Please. He'll never have a fucking Lamborghini in his life. Anyway. You know what? Honestly, these people that they cry and they want things, you really wanted shit, right? And you were fucking you get that shit. You fucking work your ass off. You become famous, and then you get your fucking Lamborghini. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? It's just, do I want a Lamborghini? No. Not really. If I was rich, maybe. But I have other dreams and stuff that I want to accomplish, So I want to evolve. You want to evolve. And the whole thing is that when I evolve.
Hamburger than a Lamborghini. Come on.
Yeah. But my idea of evolving, though, is like when I evolve, then I want, like, to help my friends evolve, too. Like, once you get there, then you want your friends with you, Like, if I was rich, Scott, I'd be like, oh, man, if I'm rich, you never work a fucking day in your life. It's like, here you fucking go. Let's walk around.
Right here.
Get a fucking salary. It's like, fuck it. Let's just hang out and, do shit and, I'll pay you just to walk around. It's like, whatever, some shit. It's like, you would have the money to, like, make it where your friends wouldn't be suffering, or even, like, they wouldn't have to kill themselves to work, That's the type of person I am, And hopefully one day we get there.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye for now.